Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the three-part finale of Doctor Who Series 4, which is Torn Left, The Stolen Oath, and Journey's End. So I really love these episodes because to me they're a culmination of all four of Russell's seasons on the show. It just shows how everything kind of connects. It's brilliant. So let's start off with Torn Left, which is probably one of my favorite episodes in the David Tennant era, and like there's a lot of good episodes. But yeah, definitely one of Russell's best. So the Doctor and Donna land in Chinatown, which I don't know if it's like another planet's Chinatown or all Chinatown. That's really unclear. But Donna gets a psychic reading, and I actually love psychic readings. I know they're bullshit, but I just think they're kind of fun. So yeah, so Donna is kind of transported into this alternate reality where she never met the Doctor. And this is all because she turned left instead of right. And because she did that, she never got the job at the as the receptionist, and she never, met him in The Runaway Bride. So back in the files of Pompeii, that witch was like, Donna, there's something on your back, and it's been referenced throughout the series. I think the Ood said it. I don't. I just know it's been said a lot, and turns out it's this big bug, this horrible prop. Looks like it came out of a Tom Baker episode. Is on her back. So I have viewers at the time were like, okay, the library was great. Midnight was great. There's no way we could keep this streak going. And Russell's like, hold your beers, guys. I made Turn Left. I love how it links all the episodes together. Like, if this didn't happen and this didn't happen, and like the doctor wasn't able to save the people in the hospital, stop the Titanic from crashing into London, stop the adipose from killing all the fat people. It's so clever. The Atmos and the calls. It's a very bleak episode. Russell kind of references like fascism in World War II. I love the scene where Wilf's like, "Oh God, it's happening again." That was such a haunting scene. One of those episodes you can't just like watch, and just do your homework too. Um, it's one of those you actually have to like pay attention because yeah, some of the stuff is really bleak and depressing. There was so many chilling moments, like when the Italian family gets sent away, or when all the stars are going out of the sky, and all the you see bad wolf everywhere. It's great. It's so chilling and like uneasy. Catherine Tate is amazing in this episode. I know I said that a lot, but I think she's the best actress to play companion. Probably one of the best companions ever. She's just so good in this from start to finish. Like I love Martha, but Donna takes the cake for me. She just kind of outshines every scene she's in. Billy Piper's back as Rose in this episode, and I feel like I like her in series 4 much more than I do in series 2, but I feel like her acting's a bit like wooden. It's hard to say. Like I know it's been a while since he's played Rose, but her voice seems off. I don't know if that makes sense or not. It's just the way she talks. It seems a little off. I don't get it. Jacqueline King does a really good performance as Sylvia, a very understated performance. So I don't like Donna's mom. Like we're not supposed to like Donna's mom, but I love the actors who plays her. It just like you could see like this lady's been through it. Her husband died. She's grieving, and she's one of those mothers who's like constantly putting down her daughter, and that's why that Donna doesn't have the best confidence. It's such an interesting character, and people like this in real life, which makes it much more real. We also see that the trickster was behind all of this, who, as you know, is probably my favorite villain from the Sarah Jane Adventures, though I've only seen season 1 of that show. I wish we actually got to see the trickster though, instead of one of the trickster's henchwomen, because I like his design. He's a very interesting design. Yeah, Torn Left is a great first part. Now let's move on to part 2, which is the Stolen Oath. So the Stolen Oath begins with the Doctor realizing that the oath, as the title suggests, has been stolen. So we have Maltha in unit, we have Jack, Gwen, and Yanto in Torchwood, we have Sarah Jane and Luke, we have Rose is back, we have Wilf and Donna's mom. Yeah, everybody's like reacting to it, and that's a really cool thing. And we find out that, surprise, surprise, the Daleks are behind it. Why everybody's shocked, I have no idea because the Daleks come back like every season. So it's like, you have like a 1 in 3 chance it's either the Daleks, the Mastel or the Cybermen. It's like, not that shocking. Harriet Jones gets the team together, but at the cost of her own life. I think this was a very good death scene. I liked Harriet Jones. In fact, I was Team Harriet Jones when she made the decision to blow up the Sycorax. All in all, a pretty good part. It feels like the Avengers of Doctor Who. Now, part one is pretty good, but it doesn't really stand on its own that well. It feels like a lot of it's putting the pieces together for part two, which is Journey's End. It ends on this huge cliffhanger where the Doctor and Rose, after 2 seasons apart, finally see each other again, only for the Doctor to get shot in the chest by a Dalek, and he starts to regenerate. Now, of course, he doesn't. He just turns back into David Tennant because of the hand on the floor, um, which I think is kind of a cop out because I thought it would be so daring if they actually had him regenerate in the middle of an episode, like at the middle of a story. I think that would be really cool, but that didn't happen. So the Doctor turns back into David Tennant, and him, Rose, Donna, and Captain Jack are rounded up and are taken to the Dalek Crucible. Meanwhile, Sarah Jane, Jackie, and Mickey offer themselves up as prisoners, and Martha is in Germany, preparing to set off the Osterhaken key, because she's like, you need these 27 planets, but if I blow up the Earth, then the plan goes south. So she kind of threatens to blow up the Earth unless the Daleks back off. But something I like about this episode is that they give every single companion stuff to do, even though there's like 8 of them now. The Doctor, Rose, and Jack, the Series 1 trio, they're trying to confront the Daleks, but Donna's trapped in the TARDIS. And the Daleks are like, we'll destroy the TARDIS. Oh, Davos is back too, which is cool. I love Davos. I love the guy who plays Davos, by the way. So the TARDIS gets sent down into this molten pit of lava. However, Donna is called by the TARDIS and the hand. So she touches the hand, and she fuses together with the Doctor to make Metacrisis half-human Doctor, and Donna with the mind of the Doctor, or whatever. So Davos has the reality bomb because he wants to destroy all of reality, because of course he does. But I think it's a really good scene when Davos recognizes Sarah Jane. It's very, like, chilling. Like, for people who haven't seen the original series, I have, but for people who haven't, and they don't know who Davos is, seeing Sarah Jane's reaction to Davos kind of cements like, oh, okay, we're not fucking around. This guy's evil. Also, I like how Russell ties up all these like ongoing arcs throughout his full seasons of Who, like the Doctor's hand, the Doctor Donna being set up, Rose's beach scene, and what the Doctor was going to say to her before he disappeared. You get Dalek speaking in German, but, definitely not the Nazis. Get it, guys? Russell does a great job of making the Daleks and Davos scary. I feel like Moffat and to a large extent Chibnall don't really have the Daleks seen as much of a threat as they will in these. And especially like the 80s Daleks or maybe the late 70s Daleks. I think Russell's Daleks, besides the 60s, are probably the scariest. Reality bomb is such a threatening thing, like, it's all of reality gone, except for the Daleks. I love seeing Jackie back. She's such a good mom, and she's also really funny. I would have just liked to see her be the companion. Like, I thought that would be cool, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. The ending is great. Like, Rose gets to be with her doctor again, even though it's not the doctor, which I kind of have mixed feelings on. It's like, well, that's just a copy of the Doctor. That's not really him. Like, I get that he gets to age with her and die with her, but still, it's like, it's not the Doctor, though. So I have kind of mixed feelings on that. Um, Catherine Tate, like I said, 1,500 times. She's amazing. She gets such a sad ending because, like I said, traveling with the Doctor, she realizes that she is a great person. She gets so much more confident, and then having to have her memories wiped erases all that. So she's back to square one. It's probably the saddest companion exit ever, because even the companions who die and stuff, or get trapped in other universes, at least they get to remember the times they had, and they get to grow as people from it. She doesn't get that, or does she? Because she is coming back in the 50th, 60th anniversary this November, so I'm excited to see how they make that. Don't do a cop out though, because if they undid this perfect ending, it would kind of be all for nothing. But yeah, the scene where the Doctor wipes her memory is heartbreaking. She said she'd rather die than forget about it, and it's so sad. But Tennant did what he had to do, and Wilf speaks to him about looking into the stars and thinking of him. It's so sad. It makes me like tear up every time. I love Wilf. I love Donna, and seeing their story end is so tragic. Though, Wilf's story doesn't end, and apparently now there's Donna's, because Donna's is coming back. So a downer way to end season 4, man. I though, like I said, series 4 is my favorite season of all of Doctor Who. Um, Season 13 of the classic series is a close second, but still, like, man, I cannot wait for the 60th because Russell T Davies wrote these amazing episodes, and if it's anywhere near as close as it is to this, I'll be happy. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this season 4 finale and series 4 as a whole. Please let me know down below. And next we'll be talking about the Sarah Jane Adventures, though I might take a little break, watch some other shows before I get to that. And until then, peace.